Good morning children. Happy to see you in online class. Hope all are fine and enjoying the online classes. Right. Today we will have a recapitulation of Unit 1, Prose 1, Sea Turtles. Before getting into the recap, I would like to share two facts about the English. Right? Two facts about the English. The first one is the most common adjective used in English is good. The most common adjective used in English is good. The second one is the first English dictionary was written in the year 1755. The first English dictionary was written in the year 1755. Yes. Now, let us have a recap. So, the lesson is about the sea turtles. In this lesson, we got many information about the sea turtles. Okay, we got information about the sea turtles. The first sea turtles, what are they? So before getting into the sea turtles, first remember the tortoise. Tortoise is a marine species. Okay. The next marine relative of this species is the turtle. Okay. Marine relative of this tortoise is the turtle. They spend most of their entire life in the sea or ocean. Where they spend? Yes, they spend their entire life in the sea or in ocean. Next, we should know how many species are there in the world. There are 7 species in the world. There are 7 species in the world. Next, how many are found in India? In India, we find 5 types. 5 types of turtles. 5 species of turtles. What are they? One is leatherback, hawksbill, green sea turtle, loggerhead and the olive ridley. Last one is the olive ridley. Now next comes the size of a turtle. The normal turtle weighs about 35 kg. How much it weighs? It weighs about 35 kg. The larger among these species is the loggerhead. The larger among these is the loggerhead. It weighs about 700 kg. How many? 700 kg. Now, though these are the marine species, sometimes they come ashore. Okay, they come ashore. And you people know why they come ashore? Yes, you have learned. Why do they come ashore? Yes, they come ashore to lay eggs. They come ashore to lay eggs. Now, which turtle comes ashore to lay eggs? Which one? Which one is found in India? The olive ridley. Okay, the olive ridley comes ashore to lay eggs. Let us have a recap of section 2. Okay. Now, this section 2 deals with the birth of the young ones. Okay, birth of young ones. In section 1, we came to know that olive ridley, it comes ashore to lay eggs. Okay. When do they come? They come between the month of January and March. Okay. How do they come? Yes, they come with the help of the flippers. They come only during the night times with the help of the flippers. These flippers are useful to swim. They come during the month between January and March. Okay, they come only during the night times. So they come with the help of the flippers. These flippers are useful to swim in water, but they have to put more effort on sand, to move on sand. Okay. Now these sea turtles come far away from the high tides. They choose a spot. They dig a cavity of 45 centimeters deep and they lay their eggs. How many eggs does the sea turtle lay? It lays about 100 eggs. It lays about 100 eggs. So after laying the eggs, it closes the cavity with the sand with the help of the flippers. Okay? And it leaves the egg to incubate under the warmth of the sun. And they move back to the waters. Okay? Next. Now these eggs which are being incubated are hunted by the people and the animals like jackal, domestic dogs and pigs. They follow the scent of these turtles and they hunt the eggs. The eggs which are left without hunting, they hatch between 45 to 60 days. They hatch between 45 to 60 days. Now, the tiny hatchlings come out of the eggs with the help of a tiny tooth. Okay, with the help of a tiny tooth. Now, they push themselves upward on the surface. After coming to the surface, they make a hurried dash to the sea. Okay, so this was the recap of the section 2. We will have a recap of section 3. This section 3 deals with the survival of the sea turtles. The hatchlings which come on the surface of the sea, they make a hurried move to the water. Okay, now these tiny hatchlings weigh 20 grams each. Many hatchlings, they move to the water, but on the way they are being eaten by the crab and birds. Many hatchlings which reach the water, those who reach the water, they have been eaten by the predators in the sea. So the scientists estimate that only one out of 1000 hatchlings becomes an adult. Okay? Now, these hatchlings, after many years of swimming in water, they come to the place of birth, of their own birth. They lay eggs of their own. See how strange creatures they are? Do we remember what happened 1 year before or 2 days back? Yes, mostly we don't, isn't it? Yes, look at these sea turtles. How strange they are, right? They remember after so many years, they remember their place of birth and they lay their own eggs there. Now these sea turtles, they have to face many threats for their survival. For example, many factors. What are they? The people, they hunt their meat and eggs to eat. The construction of activities taken up by the people on the nesting beaches, pollution, dumping of plastics in the ocean, all these are the threats for the survival. So, we have to remove all these threats to ensure the survival of these species. Okay? Yes. Now with this, we end the recap of the lesson Sea Turtle. Okay. Now, let us have a revision of annotations and answer in brief. Annotations. Here it scoops out a nest cavity 45 cm deep into which it lays about 100 eggs. A. Who scoops out the nest? Answer. The olive ridley scoops out the nest. The olive ridley scoops out the nest. B. How many eggs does it lay? Answer. It lays about 100 eggs. It lays about 100 eggs. Second annotation. Tiny hatchlings which weighs less than 20 grams each. They will fall prey to crabs or birds before they reach water. A. What would be the weight of tiny hatchlings? Answer. The tiny hatchlings would weigh less than 20 grams each. The tiny hatchlings would weigh less than 20 grams each. B. To whom will they fall prey? Answer. They will fall prey to crabs or birds. Answer. They will fall prey to crabs or birds. Answer in brief. Where do the olive ridleys spend almost their entire life and where do they go to lay eggs? Answer. The olive ridleys spend almost their entire life in the sea and they go ashore to lay their eggs. Once again I will repeat. The olive ridleys spend almost their entire life in the sea and they go ashore to lay their eggs. Number 2. Name the 5 sea turtles found in Indian coastal waters. Answer: the olive ridley, the hawksbill, the green sea turtle, the loggerhead, and the leatherback are the 5 sea turtles found in Indian coastal waters. Once again I'll repeat: the olive ridley, the hawksbill, the green sea turtle, the loggerhead, and the leatherback are the 5 sea turtles found in Indian coastal waters. Number 3. How do the local people, jackals, domestic dogs, and pigs identify the turtle's egg? The local people follow the tracks of the turtle to its nest and collect the eggs, whereas jackals, domestic dogs, and pigs identify the eggs by following the scent left by the turtle. The local people follow the tracks of the turtle to its nest and collect the eggs, whereas jackals, domestic dogs, and pigs identify the eggs by following the scent left by the turtle. Number 4. How do the hatchlings reach the shore? Answer: when most of the eggs have hatched, the hatchlings push themselves upward through the sand and emerge on the surface of the beach. From there, they make a hurried dash to the sea. When most of the eggs have hatched, the hatchlings push themselves upwards through the sand and emerge on the surface of the beach. From there, they make a hurried dash to the sea. Number 5. What happens to the eggs that escape from the people and predators? Answer: the eggs that escape from the people and predators hatch 45 to 60 days later. The hatchlings slash open the leathery eggshell with the help of a tiny egg tooth. The eggs that escape from the people and predators hatch 45 to 60 days later. The hatchlings slash open the leathery eggshell with the help of a tiny egg tooth. Answer in paragraph. What are the problems faced by the female turtles when they come ashore to lay eggs? Answer: sea turtles come ashore to lay their eggs between the month of January and March. Female olive ridleys come ashore at night to lay their eggs. This is quite a problem for them, as a turtle's front flippers enable it to swim gracefully and effortlessly, but are not very useful for moving on land. The turtle has to haul itself laboriously onto the beach. Then it chooses a spot well away from the high tide line. There, it scoops out a nest cavity 45 centimeters deep, into which it lays about 100 eggs. Then it fills the cavity and hides the nest with the sand. Finally, it returns to the sea, leaving the eggs to incubate under the warmth of the sun. Once again, I'll repeat the detailed answer. Sea turtles come ashore to lay their eggs between the month of January and March. Female olive ridleys come ashore at night to lay their eggs. This is quite a problem for them, as a turtle's front flippers enable it to swim gracefully and effortlessly, but are not very useful for moving on land. The turtle has to haul itself laboriously onto the beach. Then it chooses a spot well away from the high tide line. There it scoops out a nest cavity 45 centimeters deep, into which it lays about 100 eggs. Then it fills the cavity and hides the nest with the sand. Finally, it returns to the sea, leaving the eggs to incubate under the warmth of the sun. Thank you for listening, children. We will meet in next class.